Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today is definitely going to be a hair washing day. I think I've stretched it as far as I can. It's starting to look a little greasy up there. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is run the errands I need to run, which may or may not include a trip to Goodwill for a little snip and thrift, and then I'll come home and do a little makeshift hair mask. I recently bought a few things from Amazon that I'd really like to try out to help with hair growth and hair health in general, and apparently the wholly natural combination for that is argan oil, castor oil, and rosemary. I got all of these oils from Amazon. They're all 100% pure and natural. Ever since I got my hair colored, I can feel how damaged it is when I wash it. So I'd like to take care of it as much as I can, and I'm hoping that these natural oils will help revive it somehow and bring a little health back to the hair I damaged. The whole point of getting my hair colored was to not damage it anymore, to not have to go to the hair salon anymore, and hopefully I've achieved that. But in the meantime, I'd like to take care of it as best I can, so that's the plan for later. But for now, I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup, get myself ready for the day. I've almost run out of my tallow balm. I love this stuff, and I was gonna get this brand again because I really like it. It's called Hearth and Homestead. Rediscover Ancestral Skincare. They make such good stuff. I've got no complaints. But the problem is when I went to go buy it yesterday, I think there's been such an influx of purchases that it wasn't going to arrive until the end of December through Amazon. So that wasn't gonna do. So I decided to go with a different brand that I could get sooner. We'll see how I like them. I don't know, I've never tried them before, but the reviews seemed good and the ingredients list seemed promising, so we shall see. And bonus points, it's supposed to arrive a whole lot sooner, so that's good. But I've just gotten to the point where I cannot live without tallow balm anymore. I've genuinely replaced all my other skincare. I don't use anything else. I don't use eye cream, I don't use moisturizer, nothing. And I've definitely seen a huge overhaul change of my skin. The only acne I get is hormonal acne once a month. The only dryness I get is when I don't apply my tallow balm. My skin always feels hydrated, and it doesn't say so, but I genuinely think it has reduced some of my fine wrinkles, like my expression lines here. Not getting wrinkles yet. At 35, I hope not. But I am a very expressive person, and unfortunately that comes with wrinkles. But I do think it's improved some of the deepness of those wrinkles, so take from that what you will. I already know today is going to be full of editing. I mentioned at the end of my Thanksgiving vlog that I've been pre-filming. I knew the only way I was going to be able to tackle Vlogmas with any hope of completing it was to do a little pre-filming. So I've got tons of footage, I just need to go through it and start editing it. So that'll be today's task, but I thought in the midst of doing that, we would have a cozy little self-care day, complete with a natural little hair mask, maybe a cozy Christmas movie or two. I forget what Vlogmas Day I showed this in, but I recently purchased a coloring book that was Friends themed. I don't even remember how I came across this. I think Instagram was to blame, but I am so happy. It knows me so well. I love this Chandler quote. I'm not great at advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? It just has so many golden Friends moments in here, and I definitely want to color them. And if you're curious, the markers I really love are from Amazon. They're called Primrosia. These are 60 dual tip marker pens with a watercolor brush and a fine tip. You can see the colors here. They come in a couple different packs with a couple different color collections. I tried to go with something that would be good for any crafty opportunity, so I think I'm gonna make time to do that. But first, let's finish getting pretty. Also, I've hit pan on my favorite bronzer and they don't make it anymore. I may have to go on Amazon and see if they still sell any. let's get the day started. Okay, now you can see me. The sun's not directly in my face. We just finished having a little Sunday tidy downstairs, trying to get everything back into order. Now I'm free to go on a little sip and thrift. I only have one item that I'm really looking for, and it's the one I saw the last time I was at Goodwill. It was a tiny little pink espresso cup. They had a couple different colors. I think they were probably part of the same set, but the pink one was really cute. And now that I have an espresso, I need an espresso cup. Other than that, I do want to do a little bit of Christmas browsing just to see if I can find any Christmas decor and any Christmas presents for friends or family. If it's a good price, if it's good quality. I'm being really picky this year, but if I can save a little money on something that's still really good quality, I'm gonna try. For today's sip, I'm gonna have a little Zevia pop. The only one we had was creamy root beer, which isn't my favorite. I was thirsty and it'll do. Apparently this is what the young people are doing. Okay, let's go. So as I walked in, it just so happened that there was a rack full of different textiles. I saw this blanket and thought it was interesting, but I didn't love it enough to put it in my cart. Then I saw this Winnie the Pooh telephone. This would be so fun for a kid to play with, even if it wasn't plugged into anything. And then you know me, I'm a sucker for brass candlestick holders, so I grabbed this. I'm not sure about this lamp. I don't know if it's valuable or not, but it looked like something you would have found in the movie Pollyanna, if anybody remembers that one. I don't think this aisle has a name, but I call it the everything aisle. It's just really where all of the random smorgasbord of things get stuffed. Sometimes you find hidden gems. Most of the time I find nothing at all. And today was definitely one of those days. I'm pretty sure my grandma had a typewriter very similar to this. The amount of things I find decor-wise for my beach Airbnb that I do not have, I am so afraid that by the time I finally get one, I'm not going to find any decor at all. So just as a rule of thumb, I always grab something if it's brass. Even if I don't know if I want to take it home, I still put it in the cart just in case, so I can think about it. I'm not enough of an expert to know if this thermos was vintage or not, but it did look really cool. Basically the entire inner monologue I was thinking was, I don't need another mug, I don't need another mug, I don't need another mug. But it didn't stop me from finding the cute ones anyway. You may be surprised by this, but the glassware aisle is in fact my weakness. You would think it'd be the books or the clothing. No, it's glassware. This little tea set was so cute, but it was made of actual china and felt a little too breakable for any of the littles in my life. These little salt and pepper mason jars were pretty adorable, I must admit, but I didn't need them, so I left them behind for someone else. I actually have been looking for bowls like this. My mom has a set of 3 and we use them all the time. I just don't know if it's worth it because each one is priced. It's not a set. So the biggest one is 2. The little one is $4. What? $3. $4. Someone didn't price that very well. Oh, these are sweet. I really like that. I love the pretty blue. Oh, that's so cute.
Success! I found the espresso cups. They're so cute. Look at them. It definitely was a set, and I know it's not nice to do this, but I broke up the set and only took 2 home.
I really like this cup. I love the ridges, but it's only one. Doesn't look like it's a set. I may have to look and see if there's something like this on Amazon. Oh my goodness, the temperature dropped a bit. The sun goes down and the heat goes with it. So there were a couple things I was debating on that I decided to leave behind. One was a candlestick, and I left it behind mostly because I have so many candlesticks. I always want more when they're brass, but I don't need any more. And then the other thing was a set of napkin rings. They were gold/brass as well, but when I looked a little closely at the bag, they were mismatched. And instead of matching the ones that went together, they mixed them and put them both in the bag. In order to get the entire set, I would have needed to buy both bags. And I really didn't want to spend that much and have that many napkin rings. But I did find the espresso cups. The pink one was still there, so I snatched that up right away. And then right next to it, there was also this cream one, which I thought was super cute. So I decided to get both. I'll wash them first, of course, before using them. And then as I was about to check out, I passed by the hat section and I stopped to browse only because I have one beanie hat that I can find. I know I have another one. Do I know where it is? No. The problem is the beanie hat I do have doesn't really go with my winter coat. My winter coat is green. My light coat here is green. So when I saw this hat, I figured I better pick it up. It could not go any better with my current jacket if I tried. The green isn't a perfect match for either this jacket or my winter one, but I think it's close enough to where it will still go and nobody will look at me funny. No one will look at me and go, who dressed her today? The hat was $6.49, which isn't bad. I haven't tried it on. I have a bun on, which doesn't really help. Okay, that's not bad. I look silly with my hair back and having this hat on. Let me just take my hair down a minute. I'm gonna be curious until I do. You're gonna be curious until I do. So let's just take care of it. Okay, I really like this. I think this looks super cute. It feels like it would be warm. It covers my ears. The little pom-pom is sweet. It's cute. You guys let me know what you think. I think I'm a fan. Oh, and I didn't mention each espresso cup was $1.99. I didn't find as many things as I thought I would on this little sip and thrift, but I'm really happy with what I did find. The thing I wanted were those espresso cups, and I found them. And I got a little winter hat out of it that'll match all of my winter things. All right, let's go home and do some cozy things. Golden hour is so pretty right now. I will say, the one nice thing about the weather getting colder is that the sky just cracks open. I don't know what it is, if it's the change in the atmosphere temperature-wise, but colors just seem more vibrant. The stars are often more visible at night. I don't know, there's just something about a winter sunset that is so impossibly beautiful. I could honestly sit out here for a while just watching the sun go down, but I can see my breath. So I think I might want to go in. It got so dark so fast. I feel like my evening is gone and it's only 6 p.m. Well, I got all of my little oil jars ready to go. I'm just gonna read the instructions to make sure there's no warnings I should worry about. Usually it just says keep out of reach of children, which I think we're good with. And then I'm gonna probably do a time lapse where I put it through all of my hair and then put it up in a really attractive bun on the top of my head. Edit while that marinates, then shower either tonight or tomorrow and wash all of the oils out. And that'll be my night. Oh, and do some coloring. I love a good cozy night like this, where you're still productive, but you also take some time for yourself to do something for yourself. Let me know in the comments if you're liking these Vlogmases so far and if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see in future Vlogmases. I have some ideas, but covering 25 days, it's easy to run out of ideas. So any helpful suggestions would be welcome. There we go, all oiled up. I'm gonna do something though. My castor oil came with 2 little tools, one for eyebrows and one for your lash line. Apparently castor oil can help your lashes grow. I'm obviously gonna try that. My eyebrows don't need any help. They're already mad scientist level as it is. There, all good. Now to editing.